Hello everyone. Let me give you the 2018 edition toolbox tour. Since I last did this, I've had added that side boxes. I've completely changed my power tool lineup. I've added several new tools, Harbor Freight, Home Depot, Lowe's. I've been to Acme Tools, some eBay stuff. I've taken tools that I don't use that were up here and I moved them down where they're not hardly used. And I've taken tools that I need more and put them up here. I've reorganized. In other words, I've got it actually set. Last time I did the video, I didn't have this much, and I didn't have things organized where they really needed to be. Let's just take a start up here at the top. Still loving the Astrolight. So basically, if you would have saw this toolbox a week ago, I had the big Milwaukee multi-port charger up here. I had some tools over here and some other little things here. And I had a little tiny area about this big. And I wanted this all open so that, you know, I don't have a place with a desk I can sit down in this garage. But I like to work up here, so I needed this open. And as you can see, I did it. Now, I had DeWalt. I've always been a DeWalt person. I had all DeWalt power tools in the last one. As you can see, I've replaced all of them. With Milwaukee, I've got the M18s, the M12s. However, I did keep two small Milwaukee batteries and this little Milwaukee light. I really like this one right here. It fits, adjustable anywhere, fits on your belt loop. And I don't believe Milwaukee makes something similar to this. If they do, I've not seen it. And I'm not going to say they don't, but I haven't seen it. And I like this, so I kept this. And since I'm keeping that, I might as well. And I've got two batteries. Might as well kept this. I know Milwaukee makes one like this, but no sense of wasting the money since I'm going to be keeping this. But other than that, you know, I've added all my stickers and everything, and I've still got my charging ports over here, USB regular outlets. I've got all the stuff for charging things like this USB light, of course the Astro. This is hooked up to electric, so it's not charged. But yeah, I've got all these things, various sizes through mid-range. You'll see when I get to the side box, I've got two other Milwaukee tools on the M18s. Power tools, they'll be over there. Well, in fact, let's scoot over there real quick so we can stay in tune with Milwaukee. I hated to get rid of this nice case and put these tools up there, so I decided to leave them in here. But as you can see, I've got this M18. It's 150 foot-pounds of torque. And I've got the drill, and I don't really need this, but you'll see why right above me. But I've got these two. And right up here above me, that used to be up in the top. This is a multi-port 12 and 18 volt rapid charger from Milwaukee. I love this thing. A couple Milwaukee pack out systems. I'm waiting to get the rest of them. And so I moved this over to here. My only concern is if these are hot or get hot because I've run the battery down and I'm charging them. You got your vent ports right here. You got paper towels right there. That might not work out. And as you can see, this is a small roll. When you put a full roll back on, it's going to be way down here. So I may have to move this over a little bit more. But the downside is it's only got a 6-foot cord going behind it. And I can really only move over about another 3 inches before the cord's too tight. So maybe I'll end up moving this. I don't know. Got this at Harbor Freight. Of course, you can see everything up here. Pens, pencils, the Milwaukee ink resolves, gloves. Of course, you can see things still up there on the wall. And over here, this is just pretty much just a little roll cabinet that I store stuff on, and cleaning, detailing. Down in that box there is detailing pads. It goes on that drill-driven contraption down there. I can't even think of the word. But that was added. Of course, there's a 3-ton low jack right there. Good place for it. Another Milwaukee tool. It won't fit up here in this little thing. And I've not really had a chance to use this yet, but I'm really looking forward to it. It's the 3/8 battery drill. Or the 3/8 ratchet, I mean. Again, another charger. I've got chargers everywhere. I don't need them anymore. Got some more signs that ain't got no room to put up. Extra gloves. See, I've got 1, 2, 3 or 4 extra of these. 3, 4 actually. 1 there, 1 here, 2 here. This is a battery charger for charging your batteries. Down here is just gardening stuff. This hasn't changed from the last video, other than I moved a lot of the clamps over to here from over there. Put the manuals over here. It's just gardening stuff like that. Okay, and if anybody feels sorry because I don't have a tape measure here, you don't need to. So that's a little overdone, wouldn't you say, guys? But actually, in my defense, these 25-foot Milwaukees and these 16 Milwaukees, they were buy one, get one. So that's why they're duplicated. Someday I'll run across somebody that needs a 25 or 16-foot tape measure, and I'll have them some to give away, to give to them or something. You know, and here you've got your crescents, your levels are in the back. Paint openers, chisels, scissors, Milwaukee knife. There's another little knife here. When you get old, you get these. Stud finders. This little one right here is basically just a magnet. I probably use more than anything else. It's really good. Just JB Weld's extra blades. By the way, these come on the bottom of these Milwaukees, and they stick way down like that, and it doesn't let them set here. And I never use something that's heavy on my, wouldn't put it on my waistband anyway, so I simply removed all of them, put the screws back in, and I just got them in here. So if I ever need to put them back on, I got them right there. They were in the way, except for the M12 ones, because they're way up here and they're lighter. So those stayed on. Across from here, just a few air compressor tools, nothing fancy, blowers, stuff like that. I don't hardly ever use these now that I got that other Milwaukee battery ratchet. I don't know that I'll ever use them. This is just nothing changed in here, just packing tapes, command strips, stuff like that. Here and here. Here you just got your standard and your metric wrenches. I mean, I almost never use SAE anymore. I don't even know why I keep them, but you know, there is a few times. The wrenches, SAE, no problem, but sockets, I don't know that I've used one in ages. And up here is just a few stubbies and some of the bigger ones. And out here, these are the double boxed in wrenches, offsets. Get one there too. And I like these. These are your wrenches, your opened in, your flexible head, boxed in ratcheting. These are pretty neat. Anyway. And we'll go on down here. This drawer is just kind of your star sets, the handled ones, your hex heads, your Allen keys, plenty of nut drivers, spark plug sockets, and in here is just some various wobbles, balls, hex. I've got sets below, but there's an old chuck for electric drill that has the chucks. Do they even still make those? They're all chuckless now. Just various little sockets, either star, hex, or ball. This is just simply converters, you know, 1/2 inch to 3/8. Little converters like this, stuff like this that you would use with the drills to upsize or downsize, 1/2 inch to 3/8, stuff like that. And this is various sizes of extensions. These are swivel head or wobble head. There's all kinds in here. Not really that happy with this setup, but it is what it is. Probably won't do nothing with it. This, as you may know, it's just a 100-pound torque stick. You have to try it out. Back here is just a breaker bar, a couple specialty sockets for Jeep oil filters, lug nuts. See, this is the only thing that I'm really not still happy with is my sockets. I have various sizes, various brands, but at least I have all of the sizes you could ever need. Your average workshop. You know, it may not be pretty and they may not all match, but I have them all. And one of these days I may just replace this all with like Craftsman or something that's easy to read. You know, all deeps, all shallows. I don't know if I'll go that far with the standards. I may get a set of 3/8 deep and shallows and call it a day on the standards. Over here is your mirror on a stick, your magnets on a stick. All of these ratchets. Of course, these are swivel heads. And still loving these big monsters. This one will wear you out. It's a workout, but I tell you what, listen to them teeth. That's a monster, and it works great. And I think that's pretty much everything in that drawer. Down here, various screwdrivers. A lot of these are new. Got a lot of Huskies. Although Huskies are not magnetic, so I kept a few of the Pittsburghs that were magnetic. These are little specialty screwdrivers like that. Looks like that's a, I don't know, maybe a hex. And here's all the little micro screwdrivers and my picks that I use. And little tiny variations of things like this that you could put in the end of a drill or right in here. Long screwdrivers that fit in the drill. Stuff like that. There's one of my picks. I use that a lot. Oil filter rings and stuff. And then these are just two different drill bit sets. Are to put in the end of your drill driver up there. This is new too to me. And just over here, that's just electrical stuff, some new things in there, some extra USBs, wire nuts, stuff like that. Dremel stuff, that's the same. These are the little things we use to put on the drawer so we know what's where. I've changed them 100 times. Various bits, wood bits. Anything to do with tires, tire plug kits, cement, mounts. These are really neat for checking the tire pressure. I have 2 of them. I really like these. So much more accurate. And then this is corded stuff. Nothing changed in there. Corded drill, corded saw, hacksaw, wood saw. I never use that stuff anymore. And where did we leave off up here? We got that drawer. Still may need a little bit more organization in here, but you basically, well, you see what it is. You got your pliers, channel lock type pliers, cutters, your little handled ones, needle points, crescent type ones. Still loving this baby, Nipix, made in Germany. It's your long, curved pliers. A little bit of everything. That drawer could probably still use some help. I did replace the crest or the and different vice grips. As you can see, little clippers. It's all in there. These here work pretty good too. I like these a lot too. Cutters, side cutters. There's a new pair, old fencing type pliers. These are probably as old as I am. These are the pass-through sockets. Never used them yet. Torque set. And here's a hex set. Just got these in. And a lot of things that deal with impacts. These are all impact rated extensions, lug nut set, shallow impacts, deep impacts, 1/2 inch, and here's a 3/8 version of them. Most of them are Tecton, except for this one, in which I don't know what brand that is, but they were out of it when I was ordering. I like how these are illuminated, or easy read. I like the quality of Tecton too. These are the 3/8 ones, and of course, you know, something weird. These, I don't know the name brand of these, just something generic. But if you look at these and you compare them to the Tecton, they're pretty darn close. You know, I don't know if one manufacturer makes them all and they just label them or what. But and lug nut socket set. You've probably seen these for your lug nuts. See how easy them are to read? Those are good, so anyway, you see what's in that drawer. And nothing special here. Rivet gun, mallet, various types of hammers, pipe wrenches, little crowbar. Well, probably not little, I'd say medium maybe. All different types of fasteners, connectors, screws, batteries, radiator hose clamps. You name it, it's in there. Some fuses over here somewhere, I think. Maybe right in there. Are they still there? Yeah, some light bulbs. These I got at Harbor Freight. These are actually cat bowls. They're brand new, not magnets. I'm going to use them for something else. These little assortments of rubber insulated clamps and nuts and bolts from Harbor Freight. A couple more assortments. Some ties. And down to the final drawer. This is pretty much anything to do with my RV or our Jeeps or my son's Dart, filters, pump systems. That's a plug for a water heater, an Atwood water heater in an RV. You should replace those every third time you open them. Some dusters, oil filters, stuff like that. Pretty much if it deals with a vehicle that runs, that we own, it's in here. So I think we're pretty well covered it. We got everything while ago on the side. And hey, YouTube's got a new policy on needing 1,000 subscribers, so I'd really appreciate it if you subscribe now if you can. Share it. And subscribe. That's all I got for you today, guys. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.